impressive. Most impressive.
You got your piece on Matthew Calloway. The bathroom is down the hall.
Oh, no. I had enough politics for one day.
I have to finish the budget.
This won't take long. You'll be glad I came.
Oh, somehow I doubt that.
I've been down to Human Resources. Miss Babcock is busy pre-screening applicants for the coveted job as your personal assistant.
Well, I hope she finds somebody pronto.
But as fate would have it, one of the candidates stands head and shoulders above all the rest. So much so that I insisted on escorting her down here to meet you personally.
I don't really have the time right now, but I really want to get the position filled, so fine. Show them in.
Miss English, we'll see you now.
Well, you've had your little joke, Adam. Now, if you'll excuse me.
It's not a joke, Miss English. I registered at the Acme Employment Agency. They thought I'd be perfect for this job.
Oh, well, they were wrong.
No, don't sell this young lady short. Have you seen this resume? It boasts an amazing array of talents and experience.
Miss Hart's talents and experience are common knowledge.
Don't be put off just because I recommended her, Brooke.
Fine, I'll just file it with your other recommendation.
That's okay. I have another one.
Resourceful. That's vital for a personal assistant. At least give Miss Hart the courtesy of an interview.
15 minutes, that's all I'm asking.
You're not what I'm looking for. I'll tell you what I'll do, however. Why don't you go down to Human Resources and talk to Ms. Babcock again, and if there are any openings for someone who's proved herself to be a pathological liar and who has perjured herself on the witness stand and who has spent time behind bars, then the job is yours.
Well, she's applying for this job.
I'm sorry that we wasted your time.
Miss English, it's my understanding that Tempo's personnel policy is rooted in giving people second chances. In 1990, the American Justice League named you Woman of the Year for making affirmative action an integral part of your hiring practices. In fact, Mrs. Babcock in Human Resources told me you hired her right out of the Greenbrier Correctional Facility.
Your alma mater.
You supervised her rehab, provided temporary housing for her and her baby girl, in addition to paying her salary while she trained on the job.
Yes, Ms. Babcock, I believe, has been with us for about 5 years. She's a wonderful employee.
Give me a chance, I can prove myself.
And why should I give you a chance?
I think the word everyone used to describe you was fair.
Well, you've obviously done your homework. And since that's the case, you know that whatever else they say about me, I am first and foremost loyal to my friends.
Which includes just about everyone. Everyone except my mother, Erica Kane, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, true. There's no love lost between Erica and me, but there are few people that I like and admire more in this town than her ex-husband, Dmitri Merrick. I read the papers, I watch the news. Dmitri and I occasionally have lunch. Ms. Hart, so I sort of consider myself an authority on you and your one-woman campaign to turn the entire Merrick household upside down.
With all due respect, Miss English, you've only heard one side of the story.
Well, I've heard enough to know that you cannot be trusted.
Okay. I've done things that I'm ashamed of, deeply ashamed of. And I've also paid a very high price for those mistakes. Maybe that doesn't square me with Dmitri, but by society standards, I'm even.
You don't get it, Kendall. You will never be even. I mean, there's no amount of time served that's going to make up for lying to half this town, including Erica. You accused an innocent man of rape, and if you actually ever read this magazine, you would know that a rape is committed in this country every 3 seconds. And yet, the attitude that the woman somehow must have been asking for it is all too common. So then you come along and you lie about being raped. Do you know what that does? It makes it all the much harder for a woman who has really been violated to come forward and to be believed. And now you and your mentor here, you want me to give you a break? Please, give me one. This interview is over.
Not so fast, Miss Hart.
I am not changing my mind. Miss Hart may have a brilliant career in the future, but it is not going to be at Temple magazine.
I hate to see talent go to waste.
Fine. Then why don't you hire her as your personal assistant at Chandler Enterprises? You've always had miserable luck keeping that position filled. And unlike Alec, I don't think Kendall will interfere with your love life, if there is such a beast.
Ooh, meow, meow, meow.
I mean, the two of you have so much in common. I hope you make each other miserable. And now, if you'll excuse me.
Report to Ms. English at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Like hell she will.
All right. Make it 9 o'clock.
I will fire her the minute she walks through that door.
And I'll hire her right back.
You can't do that.
I can't? What? I can't pull rank? Have you read your contract? Clause A, paragraph B? The publisher shall have the right to hire and fire at will.
You wouldn't hire her against my wishes.
It's a done deal, Brooke. Report at 0900 hours and wear sensible shoes. She'll run your fanny off.
Sensible shoes, I'll remember that one. Look, I realize we're not getting off to the best start here. But hopefully we can put this behind us as well as some of the mistakes that I've made. You won't regret this, I promise you that. I'm an incredibly hard worker.
And not to mention loyal as that long. But the days are getting shorter, aren't they, Brooke? We'll see about an office in the morning. Maybe we'll knock out that wall, make them adjoining suites. Well, we'll deal with that in the morning. Good night, Kendall.
Good night. Thank you.
Ah, lovely girl. Don't bother to thank me.
You make me ill. It was bad enough when you bought this magazine.
And you rose to the challenge like a trooper.
And then you tried to cancel my piece on Edmund's campaign.
And then, in the end, we reached a compromise.
You know, it doesn't bother me, Adam, to give your candidate equal time in this magazine. But what does bother me is you adding that doe-eyed mutant to our payroll just in order to make my life miserable.
Would I do that?
Would you do that? That's what you live for, isn't it?
Brooke, you really ought to get out more. I have no hidden agenda where Kendall is concerned.
I don't think anybody mentioned the word hidden, Adam. Subtlety was never your long suit.
What is that phrase that Edmund keeps bandying about? Reuse, recycle, reclaim? Well, our prison population is teeming with Kendalls desperate for redemption. As a former inmate, I feel it's my duty to help redeem them.
You couldn't redeem a pawn ticket.
Kendall's a very good worker. I heard Erica say that she logs 18 hours in an average day.
18 hours, an average day spent pushing her employer to the edge, correct?
When you and Kendall get to know each other, you're going to get along. I've just thought of the perfect way to sell you and our readership on Kendall. Kendall will be a perfect subject for our next Day in the Life of series.
You're joking.
No, you can write the article yourself. Vintage Brooke English. Going to bat for the underdog. We'll call it Society's Child. We'll have a lot of photographs of you editing galleys with a grateful Kendall looking over your shoulder, smiling. It's kind of the woman behind the woman sort of thing.
Gearing up to stab me in the back? I'd sooner take a photo with the devil than do a photo shoot with Kendall Hart. There's not going to be any profile piece as long as I am editing this magazine.
Well, very well. As long as I'm the publisher of this magazine, I'm in control of who we hire for our staff. And if you can't work with them, well, I guess you'd better tender your resignation.
Dear Adam, hire whoever you like. You can hire Jeffrey Dahmer to stock the vending machines if you want. I'm not going anywhere.
Door's open.
It always is. Come in.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
I'm always glad to see your smiling face.
Mind a little company?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Where's Haley?
Where she usually is, working late at enchantment.
What are you doing, just rattling around till she's finished?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah? So, how's Haley fitting in over there?
Beats me. She works so much I hardly ever see her.
Oh, that's too bad. Listen, don't worry, it's not going to be forever. You know, she's trying hard to fit into a new demanding job. It's a lot. You know, I know this is not consolation, but I know what it's like to be a career woman. I mean, why do you think I'm here this late?
I don't mind Haley pulling down late hours. I just wish she was doing it with me on the stakeout. Kind of selfish, huh?
Gee, no, it sounds human to me. Huh, you're not one of those, are you?
Shows.
Listen, I think you should count your blessings. I think you should be glad just on the fact that you're finished with Adam.
I wish that were the case.
What do you mean, you're not finished with Adam?
He's more a part of Haley's life now than ever.
But I thought she had it with him. She said she was finished, period. The end of story.
It would be if she didn't hate him so much. Now all she thinks about is revenge.
Oh, tell me that's not true.
Earlier today, Adam came over to talk to her, and when he wouldn't leave, she pulled a pistol on him.
Well, now, why didn't I ever think of that?
She only wanted to scare him.
Well, did it work?
I don't know, but it scared the hell out of me. I've never seen her like this.
Well, what are you going to do?
I wish I knew. Haley claims Adam is dead and gone, that he's just not buried, but it's just the opposite. I mean, he's with her every waking minute. Adam Chandler is right there building a wall between us.
Well, have you discussed this with Haley?
Yeah, I tried. She won't listen. Tad said I should let it ride out, but my wait and see is just about exhausted. Got any clues, any ideas, gems from your vast experience?
Charlie. Believe me, what I would tell you, you don't want to hear.
Yes, I do. I got to look at this from as many sides as possible.
I guess you had to be there. I was.
Where was that?
I loved Adam.
I'll pass.
No, I mean, I think I understand why Haley is acting the way she's acting. You know, when I was married to Adam, he was, I mean, the most infuriating, irritating man I've ever met. He was like the match, and I was the gasoline. I can't tell you. I have vivid memories. I have vivid memories literally shaking with rage. It's like when Adam Chandler's in your face, the thing you feel like doing is coming out swinging.
That I can avoid.
Look, I know that this has to be hard on you, but I really think it's probably good that, you know, that Haley's is standing up to her father. Frankly, I hope she gives the bum everything that he deserves. Oh, I thought I heard someone come in.
You're going to be very, very sorry.
Now, what have I done?
You know bloody well what you've done.
Well, let me see. I've made all my deadlines, so it can't be that.
Don't feign ignorance with me.
Adam, my ignorance is genuine. I have not budged from this desk all day. Well, all right, I did go out and buy a candy bar with almonds, and I went to the ladies' room.
It's not enough that you've stripped me of my wife and my daughter. You want to take my son away, too?
Junior? What?
I went to Ted's house to try to see Junior.
And Tad wouldn't let you in?
My son wouldn't speak to me. He wouldn't even hug me.
Why?
Called me a jailbird.
Well, you know, if the species fits.
Don't you dare enjoy this.
Adam, you know what they say, don't you? Out of the mouths of babes.
You came so close to losing Jamie. How can you possibly revel in another parent's misery?
Well, you know, that's us bitter old maids for you. There's nothing that we like better than taking joy out of other people's pain. Well, I would love to stay and continue this scintillating conversation, but believe it or not, I have as a mommy to a wonderful little boy. Have a nice evening, Adam.